Alright guys, I had a really good day trading, but before we watch the recap, I want to say something. There is one guy in LinkedIn, has my same name, he's paid for the premium, so he has the premium badge, and reaching out to people and say, hey, we have a funded account, you pay, and then we trade for you with algorithmic things. It's a scam. The email that the guy is sending is andrewazizprogram@gmail.com. Obviously this is a scam. And he's asking money from crypto, which you cannot track, you cannot ask for a refund, you cannot dispute. Do not send money to these guys. There was one person who reached out to me and he said, Andrew, is this you? And I said, no, a scam. I sent $5,000 to that guy and now he's angry at me and he says, I have to pay him back. Do not send money. I do not ask for money from anybody. Please don't do that to yourself. Okay, so now let's watch the recap.
The recap, guys. Hey, good morning, everybody. I had a really good trading day. Markets yesterday. Let me tell you about what happened yesterday. So the chairman of the Federal Reserve, which is the U.S. Central Bank, was having a conversation, and then during the conversation, he did mention that if he needed to bring down the inflation, we're gonna even increase the rate more and cause market to drop. But the funny part that happened was that he closed the fucking door. So while during the speech, some people came to the room, the environmentalist protection and the protest people, and then what they did that they said that they increasing the rates impacting the environmental research, and then they disrupted the speech, and then the security came in and the video got me, but they got hot marked at the Jay Powell very casually said just close the fucking door. It was really funny just to see someone who has so much control over our life. He just mentioned if you go to Google and just Google it, just close the fucking door. That was exactly the moment that he was talking, and then they said that. So that was just close the fucking position. So there's a lot of memes are also coming out of this. So it was really funny. But anyways, he didn't say anything that surprises everybody. He says that we want to bring down inflation. Inflation is really a big tax on the lower class, so we have to bring it down, even if it has to be more painful for some businesses and households. So we all knew that. Anyway, so the market today was gapping up. And so what we did here was that NVDA was gapping up very nicely in the pre-market. So again, it was trading significantly above the VWAP. At the open, bounced back to the VWAP, sold off to the VWAP, tested the VWAP for 2 minutes, came back up. I took it long for a 1 minute open range breakup. Again, I was very long biased on this because it was gapping up. So I went long heavy at 474 and I added more 476.25, which this add was by mistake but turned out to be actually good. So I added on 476. And then we had a very massive run all the way up to 479. So I took 4,000 shares and all the way up to 479, and then it came down. I added more on this pullback to one minute moving average, popped back up. I sold more, so for a decent profit, and then eventually I got out everything just below the VWAP as soon as we lost the VWAP. So again, a very nice trading day for me on very heavy size. You want this one, you want a strong stock, very strong price action on pretty much everything. Microsoft, TQQ, AMD, everything. They all tested the VWAP, and the reason that they tested the VWAP was just because they were really running up in the pre-market above the VWAP. Came down, tested the VWAP, heavy long on that, add, and boom, and then I add more, and then the next pop I got out of it. So that was my only trades that was profitable, that I'm actually pretty happy on that. So over $10,000 from that with 4,000 shares, which was a very nice one. I had 3 trades on Tesla, 2 of them lost, 1 of them nice, and eventually end up with $2,600 loss. And I have no other position really except those long-term positions that I'm holding, and see how it goes. But let me show you exactly the trade that I did on Tesla. Tesla, I'm a little bit more short biased in the longer term on it because again, it doesn't seem that Tesla has a lot of room to go higher in terms of fundamentals of the company. So same situation was there. Tesla was trading in the flat, but it was above the VWAP, sold off, and because this one wasn't gapping up like NVDA, I was kind of said, okay, we're gonna go short. I went short for a 1 minute open range breakdown, came down or came back up, I got a squeezed. Rallied up, and then suddenly huge drop at 9:35, and I said, okay, it's gonna be a 5 minute open range breakdown. I went short again and I got a stopped out, and that stopped out was really nice because it was a really good flip to go long on it, and a lot of traders in our community actually did that. I think Paris did that, and a couple of other people in the community. Let me find some people that some trades that people did. I think Paris shared that. Did anyone? I think Paris shared that or not. I don't know. So that's the trade that Paris did on Tesla. I'm just putting it here, up here. So as you see here, this pop, that's exactly what I got to stopped out, popped up, sold. And then again, you know, he went long again, as long as it's above the VWAP. It was a massive run. He added more on the pullback, and the ad didn't work out. So, you know, a lot of times these ads, it works, sometimes it doesn't, and then that's totally okay. So that's exactly the trade that I was doing. This was a really nice trade. But because I was short and I got to stop that, I'm not really good at flipping the position because I don't want to do a really trade that I'm not 100% mentally ready for that. So that was a really nice trade that Paris did in the community, and that's it. Oh, and after that, this is important. After that, Thor was started trading short on Tesla, and I said he must be out of his mind. He's shorting, you know, these strongest stocks above the VWAP. But, you know, as you see, actually, he shorted the Qs just above the VWAP, right? You see it beautiful, this one. Same trade on, actually, he did same trade on Tesla as well. Let me find his trade on Tesla as well. So really good trading, you know, it's just community. I love it. This is a trade on Tesla. And Thor mentioned that. He took it live in the chat room, and see, there you go. So from 213 short and then came down to the VWAP. This is the time that it's on the screenshot. So he was short already above the VWAP. The VWAP is this blue line. And I decided as soon as it came below the VWAP, I decided, okay, I'm going to take that trade to short too. So again, Thor was short already here at 213. So I took it. I was waiting to see if actually we lose the VWAP or not. We lost. I took it short, tested the VWAP almost down to the penny, and then came down and I covered everything. I should have held it because it did pull back, and then it went completely down. But because I was just regular on it, I made some profit, and I said, okay, this is a good one. And you know, after that, it really sold off to the yesterday's low. And that was a very nice trade by Thor. I don't know if Thor is in the chat room, and if he has that, that would be very nice to know. But anyways, this is amazing. Amazing trading. So that's it. Yeah, so for me, if I want to recap that, so 2 trades, 2 loss on Tesla, 1 win on it. Eventually it turned out to be red on that, but 1 good trade on Nvidia turned everything around for me. Brian, how was your trading there? I know you traded Microsoft, the massive run on the Microsoft.
Yeah,
I
got a nice breakout on Microsoft. You know, I thought it was like when we had this big sell-off, you know, if we were going to bounce back, you know, people would come in and buy the stocks that have been really performing. And obviously Microsoft was one of those stocks, really been on a tear.
Microsoft is almost at all-time high. Yeah, as you said, 366 is all-time high. It's almost at all-time high. Very solid company.
Really close. Yeah. I mean, you'll just look at that daily chart. It's just so strong, and seems like it's trying to break out again here. We're right at yesterday's high right now. Yeah. So that, and there was a few other trades. I shorted Disney at the open, got a bit of a drop, and then it kind of got choppy, and I ended up getting out of it. Nice. Yeah, I got the initial drop, and then it kind of got choppy. It looked like it was going to go higher now. So now I'm just short the 91 calls for next week, which is essentially a short trade.
Nice.
And yeah, and I did trade Tesla. I traded it with calls, or I shorted 210 calls and just covered all of the rest of them when we got down below yesterday's low, because I kind of thought it was going to bounce from there. So
very nice.
Yeah, awesome. Really good day.
Really solid day. So Meta, this is a trade that you know, again at the open we had this massive rally and everything. So Paris did trade Meta right at the open. Again, he trades based on the order flow and time and sales, which I guys highly recommend to see his webinars in BBT and PCT. So and adding on the way, it's a beautiful move from 319 all the way up to 325 right now. So that was a very nice trading. So as you see, I just wanted to show you the chart of Q as well. So this was the massive rally that we saw at the open. Really nice rally, and you know, there was a lot of opportunities on there. And now QQQ is actually coming back above the VWAP. It seems like it's breaking out. So very nice. Look at that. Yeah, so it looks like market is trying to really go back up to the after day. But again, Friday afternoon, I'm not really big keen to take any trade. It was a really good trading week for me. I missed trading on Monday. I had a bad loss on Tuesday, but I did recover. So my week ended up green. Thank you so much, guys, for trading with us, watching the YouTube channel. And if you like it, please feel free to subscribe. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. Everybody's getting to 100,000 subscribers except us. I don't know what's wrong. Like every other guy I see in trading community, they're posting nonsense and they're geting to $100,000. Well, how come we're not getting? Like, how much money we gotta make to subscribe? Anyways, I'm just kidding. But hopefully you support, guys. If not, thank you so much. See you guys on Monday.